It's not so much a question, Francesco, you hit a nerve with me on this one, and thank you. I have a couple of slides that I'm not going to say what you're going to see later about this. I think two points. One, I couldn't agree more with you about the connotation of the word diet, meaning restriction. And people here know me, I don't use the word diet, I use nutrition. That's one. The second point, we were talking earlier, I think we have to think upstream, educate the younger people. And I think we're in a pivotal moment in humanity coming out of this pandemic. We need to go back to the future. We need to go back to move forward. So thank you for that.
I completely agree. I used to say always the same thing to my students. We need to fly high.
Francesco, I know that you was very friend to Paolo. And you know, my friendship with Paolo was because I was philosopher, and he has a doctorate in philosophy. And he explained me his originality in the production of oil. And really, I more or less understand, but not complete. I know that he invented also an instrument to do this. When I need to, for example, explain to the present tracking what is the original, I think that he said to me that to avoid any contact also with the air and all the other, you could explain this in a synthesis. What is the originality in the production of oil that invented Paolo? Thank you.
I'm not an expert of olive oil, but I used to talk with Paolo, who could be my father, because he could be my father. But he was my friend because he used to talk with me like a person of the same age. And this was his power, because his power was talk with Monsignor, with me, at the same level. And I was no one, and I am no one. So, and he taught one thing, and he said always the same thing. You can make the red wine, but the olive oil is. You don't make olive oil. The olive oil comes. The red wine, you make it. You need to do that. The olive oil, you need just to preserve, and you find a solution to maintain their own production, and GEMMA can teach us. But the problem of olive oil is the air, the light, and the temperature. If we find a solution for these three things, we need just to maintain and preserve its condition. We don't have to change anything. We need just to find a solution for increasing and augmenting their food properties. But I say I am not really an expert of olive oil. You are an expert of olive oil.
Sorry, Gemma, can't you say one more thing about this?
So first of all, thank you. This is a big wow for me because, of course, it really means a lot to me. So as Francesco said, it's absolutely true. So we need to preserve the olive oil. It's not that we have to make it or, to transform it in any sense. It's just the fact of preserving it. And he spent a lot of time and a lot of energy to create a system where the olive oil is protected and where actually people can savor the olive oil exactly from the moment, exactly as it was, from the moment of extraction. So we will talk later. Maybe I'm kind of, interacting with this issue much better later during my presentation. And I hope I can afford something, to this beautiful round table. Thank you, thank you.
I'll be quick, Walter. Thank you, and Thank you for your words, and Francesco, congratulations. Are there conversations or efforts with companies like the pasta companies or bread companies to bring back the ancient grains? What is the status of that?
Yes, thanks a lot. I would say I would like to say something, because 10 years ago we have done the first study on ancient grain, and we were treated as witches. Now we are the experts. I am always the same. And now we are facing with the big industries, because they are understanding that consumers are moving towards. Of course, we cannot think that ancient grain is the solution. Of course, there is a very small production, so we are not thinking about all the pasta consumption or bread consumption. But it's an example of something that we have here. We have got a lot of ancient grains in Italy, about 20 different varieties. We need just to restore. Small producers are doing that in a biological industries, without any organic, without any kind of intervention, and they are doing with a lot of effort. We need just to preserve this and push an efforts on that. So the minds are changing.
Great. We may come back to this topic, really important. Antonio Tricapolo, my longstanding friend and expert.